When we're dealing with the planets from the sun, which, right, not technically a planet, but in our chart, the sun to the planet Mars deal with our inner personality. So this is an inner expression coming outward. We have our sun, which is the ego, which is our understanding of who we are as an individual and how we choose to assert that energy. The moon is going to be expressing your emotional side. Mercury, how you relate to people. Mercury, how you communicate with people. Venus, how you interact with people. And Mars, how you assert your will. So these are gonna, these planets, because they're so close to the sun, and symbolically this represents how they're closer to the ego. So it's an expression of the ego. Now these outer planets that are dealing with, what's interesting is that these are the gas giants. So they're very ethereal, just like the nature that, and how they manifest themselves within generations or just everybody's lives, because everybody's affected by these outer planets. But because their movement is slower, it has a wider range of people that is affecting at any given moment.
Okay, so can you kind of explain, just, you don't have to go into great detail about it, but what each planet kind of means?
Got it. So as I said before, the sun represents the ego, is our vitality, is where all the other planets get their life from. If it wasn't for the sun, we wouldn't exist as people, because the earth wouldn't be able to get the proper amount of heat, hence all the vegetation and things of that nature. So the sun in our chart represents that, is our center, is our core. It's how we want to assert ourselves in the world. I am this. So all the other planets now are going, their job is to aid the sun in its desire to express a certain energy. They either help or they hinder the nature of your sun. So we have the moon, which is our emotions. Our emotions are our fuel, is what drives us to do whatever we desire to do in any given moment. It's our emotional reaction to things, our emotional response. Trying to think, really the more nuanced parts of our being. You know, our sun is very out there. Hey, you can tell when you meet a Taurus or you meet a Leo or you meet a Scorpio, but your moon sign is subtle aspects of who you are that we have to really pay attention to see. What comes after that is Mercury. So this is the planet that deals with communication and how we process information. So depending on the sign it's under, this is how some people are more tactile and they're more hands-on. So they need to touch things, and that might mean that they have a Mercury under an earth sign like Virgo or Taurus. If it's in a water sign like Scorpio, this might be a person that is very perceptive and is trying to look beyond what's the physical and always trying to investigate. But this is how this person processes information and also how he communicates with people. The next planet is Venus. This deals with how we interact with people and the desired relationship that we want to have with people, which can vary, obviously, because of the 12 signs. So, like a Aries person, a Venus and Aries person might want more adventure and might be more impulsive and might really enjoy being by themselves or doing things where they only have to rely on themselves and not other people, while a Venus in Scorpio, wants to wear your skin, and there's, depending on the sign, it varies in its expression, but that's how the planet wants to express its need to interact with people. Then the next planet after that is Mars. This is dealing with aggression, sexuality, and our physical drive and our ability to assert our will, assert our ego. Really, it kind of goes hand in hand with the sun. And depending on the sign it's under, it's going to look different. So a person with a Mars in Virgo might express their will by being really extreme, like detail oriented, or very analytical and understanding the importance of detail. While a person who has a Mars in Aries, which is his ruling sign, might be love the thrill of the moment and just and impulsiveness and adventure and fighting and conflict and all these things that are very Martian in nature.